Okay, yay. Okay. Let me get my phone. We're almost ready. A lot of what you're hearing now is going to be edited out, so don't worry. Moving as quick as I can to get this set up, so... Oh, whoopsie. Alright. Okay. If there's any problems, let me know. Hang on, opening my YouTube. I should have had it been ready to go right at this point. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay. Now to go quiet to make this easy to edit. I should have been ready to go right at this point. So. Okay. Alright, now I think I need to adjust the actual in-game sound because it's really loud. Hang on. At least a little bit. No, English. The hell? Okay. What the hell? Oh, I'm an idiot. Whoops. Okay. Screw it. Keep it at full blast, it's fine. I got this. Okay. Here goes nothing. Is everything hurt? What? Okay, just hang on. I'm trying to make sure everyone can see it, because one viewer said they can't see it for some reason, and I don't know why. I mean, I literally can see it right now. Let me try moving the mouse back and forth. Just hang on a second. Okay, just hang on a minute. Okay, my mouse can move fine. I really don't know why anyone else can't see this. Maybe you just have to reload your fucking YouTube or some shit. But yeah, I think that might be the reason why. Because I can see it just fine, and I don't know why you guys can't see it. Okay, well, hang on a second. I will send a stream link here. Okay. Okay. Alright. Now time to be silent to make this easy to edit, because I am excited to get started. Here goes nothing. Hello everybody, Jackie here, and welcome to the HD Remastered Re-Release Trilogy of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We're going to be starting with the first game, and we're going to be going through all of the games, obviously, but for this one, we're going to dive straight first into Game 1. Anyway, Episode 1, The First Turnabout. Now please note, I like this a lot more than Danganronpa, because to me it is greater than it for story purposes. and antagonist-wise, but let's continue. Okay. Oh. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find a way to pin this on Gotta find someone to pin this on. Sorry. Oh, someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. It's like August 3rd, 9:47 a.m., District Court, Defense Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew, I'm glad you made it in time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks, I guess? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case started? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. God, she's hot. I heard that! Anyway, I want to help him out any way that I can. Just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh, dagger, rappa, apocalypse commence! I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Oh, yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm like so guilty! Tell them I'm guilty, man! Give me the death sentence! I ain't afraid to die! What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over! I'm finished! I can't live in a world without her! I just can't, man! I want to get laid! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away! The person responsible for your girlfriend's death, The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years that I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has very terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took this case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Hey, time to voice multiple characters.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution's ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves and your wits.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Handsake. Eyesight. Fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Why, it's Mia Fey, Your Honor. Nah, it's Larry Butts. Defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts.
Correct. Skip your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report covered so many times. It's a... wait. Uh-oh. Oh, God, no, wait, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Shit. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this, you dingus? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim, of course. I know his name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, okay? I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who's the victim in this case?
It's Cindy Block. No, it's Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what's the cause of death? She died because...
He's hit with a blunt object. I'm not even gonna joke on that one. She was struck once. No, twice. 3 times a lady. No. She was struck once. By a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't continue. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Oh yeah, I'm totally relaxed, even though I totally have no idea of what I'm in for and didn't read the case report at all. So yeah, I'm great, thanks. Because I don't feel relaxed, no.
Well then, first, question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne!
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you care to explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it as evidence, even though this is totally not how a real trial works out. In the slightest, just ask Legal Eagle.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence during the trial. That evidence is the only ammo that you have in this court. Yes, use tab to check the court record frequently. I know, Mia. Got it. Thanks.
Mr. Payne, prosecution may call its first witness.
Prosecution calls defendant Mr. Butts to the stand.
That guy, I'm never getting over that name. Anyway, Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any info that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later. So be ready! Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Oh god, more Larry. Gotta love Larry.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony.
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped.
And we don't mean that she was backing it up, if you know what I mean. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it. I don't believe a word of it. No. Your Honor, the victim's passport's right here. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport added to the court record. Even though this is complete... You get the idea. This is not how trials usually work. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies, so to speak.
Sugar daddies? Sugar?
Yes.
Older men who gave her money and gifts. Come on. How do you not know what a sugar daddy is? She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you wanted to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Nope. Stopping this jackass from talking. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Oof. Nick, what do you mean, man? Irrelevant, man? That cheating she-dog. I'm just gonna drop dead right in front of y'all. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we? Also, Larry, shut the hell up. You're not helping your case.
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, right.
Oh boy. This is not looking so good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Who knows? Uh-oh. He went. What do? I just gotta stop him. I mean, that's what lawyers would do anyway. Send him a signal. Lie like a dog.
Well, you see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember. Well then, we'll just have to remind you, won't we?
I got a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, of course. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. I need to drink some water. Please, Mr. Frank Sawit, to the stand. Bring him over. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that right? Yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness's account.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked into the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the cops immediately. However, the police in her apartment, the phone in her apartment, it wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? Come on. I can't defend you against testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Salwit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your usual perusal.
No, Mr. Wright.
Yes, yeah, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination? Alright, Phoenix, right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony that the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab. Yes, and point out the contradictions. Right.
Got it. Alright, let's do this. Let's see if I can figure it out. Oh, were you selling newspapers? Huh? Is that really what you were doing? Oh, is that so? Okay. Oh, really? Is that so? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we can present something. Let's take a look at the evidence. Time of death. Okay, so if I recall correctly, this contradicts it. Hold on, first let's... Hold on, wait. Better idea. Let me drop a save first. We're gonna save right down here at number 3. File 3. I'll try my best to remember. Okay, 1 p.m., right? Okay. Let's see if I remember correctly. Alright. That contradicts this, right? Oh! I got it wrong. Wrong one. It's okay. I'll reload. Gotta remember exactly what it was. I can do this. Think. Think. Okay. That was, there's the contradiction right there. I think? Oh, I got it wrong again. Thought it was. I was close. Figure it out. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I can do this. I am not looking this up. Okay, 1 p.m. Woman not moving, Dad. Okay. Try resting. Half open, you say? Yeah, door's open halfway. See what happened next? I won't be speaking on some parts just because I need to think. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, let's go ahead. There we go. Now I remember. It was the autopsy report. You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Sorry, I'm thinking way too far ahead. My bad. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death after 4 p.m. There was nobody no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh, that... This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Solvent, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Yeah, I guess, gee, that's a good question.
Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you gotta do, point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies, and see through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
Time of discovery.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the TV.
Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it?
I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, cross-examine him.
Right, you know what to do. I got this one.
Time of discovery. Alright, let's do this.
Alright. Okay. Now this one's not too hard. Let's see if I can remember. You found the body. Okay, buddy. Voice saying the time was probably coming from the TV. From the TV, huh? Let's see if I... Oh, go back. Okay. Alright, let's see. Tab right here. Okay, let's see if I can remember. Okay, so it's this one, I believe. Right there. Because the electricity was out. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it right here. You couldn't have heard a TV or video.
Yeah, I will.
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sarwit?
I know, I find it quite puzzling myself.
Yeah, because there was no... It was a blackout. There's no way he could have heard that.
Yeah, oh, wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sarwit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been a shock finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sarwit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. Hence my last name. So there was this table in the apartment. There was a table clock in the apartment, and it wasn't there. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
He's like, you saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Alright, let's take care of this, huh? First, we're going to drop a save. Because I am overly cautious. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it! It's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Hold on. I'll figure this one out. Okay, so hello, dearest viewers. How y'all doing today? Okay. What you saw, huh? Let's see if this is the right one. Ah, I got it right. There we go. Okay. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Alright, we're gonna continue on. We've got a lot to do. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Solid.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may,
Yes, Mr. Payne?
as the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The next to switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue.
My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Yeah, I do. Because he's gonna lie his ass off to the end. There's a gaping hole in his testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You went inside the apartment on the day of the murder. I know it.
Oh yeah? Prove it. Who went in there?
Okay, drop the safe here. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about that time.
What was the meaning of this? No, this is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
I never. No, I mean, I saw. Shut up! I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her. And he should burn. Give him down.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please, if I may. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims whatsoever.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
This whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Sawit heard was definitely this clock, a fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker after all.
So we've heard the clock. Of your conclusions, Mr. Wright.
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is right now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Come on, Baldy. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove. If you can't prove that, you don't got a case, my friend. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it. I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Fortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
I'm all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime and scum and shit.
We almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think like the thinker. The mad thinker. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yeah, that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Or outside the statue, in this case. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume that the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yeah. Can. Actually, not to mention it. Wait. Yeah, Ken. You must have the evidence somewhere that can prove it. Find it and let him have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. You found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. Recent evidence in court that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. I know just what it is, if I recall correctly. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
If I recall correctly, the victim arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset their clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? No pun intended.
Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. I find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts,
Not guilty.
And with that, this court is adjourned.
Alright. It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check in and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned home. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Whew. I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congrats. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you, to be honest. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I have never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. This case is closed. Did you not hear the judge?
My Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was... No. Never mind. Congrats, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, Hugh. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. It almost sounds like Harry Butts. Thanks. I really owe you one.
I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate dinner. Movie?
My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook, bud.
Hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her, man. Do that. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was sewing to that chick,
and she was just playing me for a fool, dude. Don't that make you want to just cry?
Larry? Ugh. Are you so sure? Squeeze me?
Did you mean excuse? Whatever.
I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Nick, does she have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh?
Oh.
Yeah, right. Heck's she talking about? Oh yeah, this thingamabobber. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive that you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock that you made for her, Larry. Come on, bro. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer, man. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too, especially. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself.
However, lawyers can actually lie for their clients too, Mia. No offense.
Shut up, you! Listen to me! Right. Listen. Learn. And, of course, don't forget one thing. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Never do so. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Never gonna get over that.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said,
Gee, Nick, it was good to have friends.
but I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry will be the one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. In the business, we call this foreshadowing. Okay. I'm gonna drop a save here. We'll get everything taken care of. Alright. Hold on, wait, I should save again. I double take sometimes. Forgive me. Hello? This is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How you been? Oh, lonely? And it's all your fault, miss. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. It's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. Then there's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. No, I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yeah. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good, okay? Like, I don't know, burgers. I could really go for a good burger right now. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon.
Doing female voices isn't something I'm the best at, but yeah.
Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded, September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Okay. I'm gonna cut it here. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next videos. Stay batty, my friends.